everybody. So videos like the one you're about to watch have become increasingly popular because people love the techniques shown in them. But that's all they are, techniques. There is no substance to them. TV trainers are backed by an army of scriptwriters, editors, producers and directors to ensure the end result shows a solution to the dog owner's problems. In reality, it doesn't. In reality, nothing has changed. In the upcoming video, we're going to dissect the editing and the post-production gloss and shine and show you what's really going on. Hope you enjoy watching.
Oh my God, that was painful.
Purely positive ideologues preach techniques. These techniques are based in misguided anthropomorphic pseudoscience and contradict the laws of nature.
Before training begins, Victoria gathers the divided family together.
New house rules. Rule number 1, don't stare at Ben. If I'm staring at you, that's threatening. It's threatening for humans to stare at each other, but it's also threatening for dogs to be stared at. Number 2, don't run near him. He's a predator, he's predisposed to chase. Number 3, keep your movements slow and fluid. If you react slowly and you move slowly, he has less to react against. Number 4, keep your voices down. Number 5, if Ben is still aggressive, send out pacifying signals. Stop whatever you're doing, turn your back a little bit, fold your arms, look away from him, and then begin to concentrate on other things and move slowly away from him.
Victoria is not modifying the dog's behaviour. She's telling the humans to modify their behaviour. She is telling the owners to obey the rules that the dog has established. Battered wife syndrome. If you don't piss him off, he won't hurt you.
Victoria's first challenge is to put the new rules into practice. Armed with small pieces of chicken, she begins with a softly approach.
Say I want to move over there. I'm going to get this treat and throw it over there, and then move. That gives him a good distraction and doesn't make him react to me. So get up off the sofa. That's right.
This technique will give the more fearful family members the confidence to move freely around the house.
Now he's seen you, Carly. Chuck the piece of treat, don't look at him. That's it, and move. Really good.
Ben will learn to associate their movements with something positive and leave them alone.
Ben, that's all right, don't be scared.
Think about this. Victoria is telling people to pay the dog a toll if they want to move in their own house.
Right? Claire, I want you to do exactly the same thing, okay? That's it, just very slowly. That's it, get up. He wasn't looking at you anyway, so that's good. All right, now throw a piece of thing to him. Now he's interested in you, but not because of being aggressive, because he wants food.
Wait, what? Didn't you just say leave them alone?
Ben will learn to associate their movements with something positive and leave them alone.
Very good, Claire. Eventually you'll be able to move around without giving him treats. And that's what you've got to achieve.
Hold on, what? The family wants to walk around the house without being attacked and not having to throw treats. And we do that by throwing treats?
Leslie's lack of control over Ben is seriously unimpressive. Victoria needs to toughen him up. This time, it's Ben's turn to leave the room.
Your vocal commands and your physical commands need to be very, very clear.
What was that again?
Your vocal commands and your physical commands need to be very, very clear. This is how it is. You ask him to sit.
Sit.
Doesn't do it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sit.
Sit.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Down.
Down.
Stand. Good boy.
Stand.
Enthuse him. Go back and excite him. Good boy. Go on, that's it. Takes him a lot. It's an effort.
Yeah.
More excitement. More excitement. That's it. Stand.
Stand.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good
Lovely.
boy.
Keep your movements slow and fluid. If you react slowly and you move slowly, he has less to react against. I think you're going to have to work extra special hard to energize him.
Sit. Good boy. Down.
After just an hour with Victoria, Les has Ben obeying a string of 4 commands for the very first time.
Good
Obeying? These are tandem bribes, not commands. The dog is simply following the food.
boy. Stand. Good boy.
You don't practice what you preach, Victoria. This is confusing to the handler and the dog.
Your vocal commands and your physical commands need to be very, very clear. Stand,
Stand.
stand, stand.
Stand. Flowed with it then, I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
Les is on a roll. Finally, Victoria can tackle Ben's frightening displays of aggression.
This is not aggression. This is simply a spoiled brat dog yelling at people when he doesn't get what he wants. It's just poor communication that has not been corrected.
If he goes for somebody, you put your body right in the way with an You get his eye contact. And I want you to look like that. Rule number 1, don't stare at Ben.
I have to step in there because I believe that any trainer or owner who uses a dominance submission methodology.
If he goes for somebody, you put your body right in the way with an You get his eye contact. And I want you to look like that.
That's medieval dog training. The best scientists and ethologists and behaviorists in this country agree that to train your dog in a positive manner gives it confidence and security.
If he goes for somebody, you put your body right in the way with an You get his eye contact. And I want you to look like that.
Yeah, but it's not your way or the highway. He has his way of training, and that's your way of training.
I totally disagree. I totally disagree with you.
You're not the end-all be-all.
Totally.
Everyone has their own way of training. What, you think you're the god of dog training?
Science, yes I am, because I follow the very best in this country.
If he goes for somebody, you put your body right in the way with an You get his eye contact. And I want you to look like that.
Intimidation and domination submission. Isn't it ironic that Victoria uses intimidation, dominance and verbal force to communicate with people?
I mean,
I'm
this
not
is just
talking
ridiculous.
Do you know
Victoria's
what?
throwing a
Girls said I
temper
was ridiculous
tantrum.
and I'm gonna get
She is
married.
barking like a spoiled brat dog. Look familiar?
I'm sorry, that is very insulting.
Rule number 1, don't stare at Ben. If Ben is still aggressive, send out pacifying signals. Stop whatever you're doing. Turn your back a
By
little
getting
bit,
Ben to look
fold
at
your
him,
arms,
Les is
look
able
away
to
from
take
him,
back
and then
control
begin
of
to
the
concentrate
situation
on other
and assert
things
his
and move
newfound
slowly
authority.
away from him.
Confused? Imagine how the dog feels.
For the next couple of days, you're the person that is going to take control of this dog. But we need him to have a confident leader too.
Exhausted already.
A confident leader in control of what? Food?
Victoria wants to put Les's control to the test.
Where's the control, Victoria?
She gets Ben's old enemy, Claire's boyfriend Andrew, to come to the door.
I want you to make him sit and stay in the sitting room whilst you go all the way down the hallway, open the door and let the person in.
Stay. Come on, Andrew. Stay.
Down,
Down. Stay.
down.
Down. Stay.
Once again, you don't practice what you preach, Victoria.
Your vocal commands and your physical commands need to be very, very clear.
Stay.
Andrew out.
The dog, Ben, just told Andrew to leave. And Victoria reinforced Ben's command.
Sit. Stay.
Using an authoritative tone and a clear command,
Number 4, keep your voices down.
Les is working hard at keeping Ben at bay.
Andrew out.
Stay. Stay. Stay.
The owner just did all the work. The dog never understood what was expected of him, and he got praised for doing exactly what Victoria is there to stop.
Ben is no longer your protector. You are Ben's protector, and you say who comes in the house and not Ben.
Stay.
Andrew, out.
Ben was never protecting his owner. This was a misdiagnosis from the very start.
Stay.
Andrew, out.
The dog barks because he wants the man to leave. What does Victoria tell the man to do? Leave. Andrew, out. The dog's behaviour issue was just reinforced.
Stay.
Andrew, out.
And by the time Granny comes round, Les's practice pays off. He's got the upper hand and Ben knows it.
If the owner truly has the upper hand, meaning the dog is under control, why does he need to repeat the stay command, block the dog and Grandma and escort her past the dog? Yet another false positive.
Stay. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. It's a good boy.
The owner just blocked the dog from seeing the grandmother. This is a false positive. The dog also doesn't find the grandmother to be as much of a threat as the friend, Andrew. Another false positive. Just another case of the purely positive trainer using techniques on the humans, modifying their behaviour so they don't have to modify the dogs, because they can't, or won't.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, 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 wow. I thought the same thing. She has contradicted herself so many times and changed nothing.
How did that feel, Les?
Felt good.
Ben's role in this house is slowly changing.
She's correct. Ben went from bully to king. A king that gets paid tribute so he doesn't bully.
And as it does, he will become less protective of Les. However, the family have to keep on with the techniques that I've given them, otherwise things will never change.
Techniques mean nothing in training if you misdiagnose and mistreat the initial cause of the behaviour.